That fast time was entirely unproductive and too short. You allowed him to ignore me the entire time and hang up on me multiple times. If you would enforce that he needs to interact with me, they would do a lot smoother. He's a year old. He doesn't understand video calls, and all babies hit the big red button when they see it. I'm surprised he lasted the 5 minutes that he did. How is 5 minutes supposed to build a relationship? You need to work with him so that next time the call is longer and more productive. Oh, I'm sure he'll get the hang of it over time. He's just a baby. The phone call is more of a silly thing for you, not for him. You'll just have to be patient. I will be making note of this. This is unacceptable behavior and goes against what the judge ordered. You are intentional. I will be taking the visitation you offered. Please meet me with baby at my home by 8 a.m. sharp. Thank you. Unfortunately, that will not work. You are free to meet us at my home so baby will be in a familiar environment while interacting with a stranger. I'd like to not overwhelm him. I have family coming in to meet my grandson. There are plans that have been made. Please attempt to be flexible and understanding. Please understand I am looking out for my son's best interest. I will not be having him go to a strange place full of new people and force him to interact with all of them. This visit will take place in my home between the hours of 8 and 11. Your behavior is childish and petty. It is clear you were never raised to respect your elders. Hopefully, I am able to instill good values in babies since they clearly will not come. Hello, Mama Gale is here to see her sweet baby. Gale, we have discussed this. You will not be referred to as Mama. Either respect my rule or this visitation will be over before it begins. You really need to learn to compromise. This is not going to look good when I report all of this back to my attorney. Also, while I've got you here, I saw the for sale sign in the front yard. You aren't thinking of selling and moving away, are you? Yes, we do plan on moving. I do not want to stay in the house I lived in with my late husband. And you didn't think to ask? If this move interferes with my visitation time, you need permission? I will never give permission to you taking away baby already. You have no rights, Gale. I do not need permission. Where are you planning on moving to? I have spoken to my attorney, and I believe I can work with you as long as you agree to stay within the state. If not, we will need to go back to court. Where I plan on moving is none of your concern currently. All that matters is that grandson will be available for you to come visit every other weekend for 3 hours. If you refuse to keep me informed, I will be forced to assume you plan on moving back home across the country, and I will be fighting in court to keep my grandson with me. Gale, no matter where I move, it will not break the order. You do not have rights to my child, and you do not have any leg to stand on to keep my son from me. Baby would be better off with my family and I. I have never seen a baby his age who is as delayed as he is, and you are not doing anything about it. Clearly he needs someone who will— I'm sorry, you're now saying my infant son is delayed. When did you get your medical degree, Gale? Chris was walking by 10 months and speaking by 12 months. Your son, who is such a sweet boy, is over a year old and still cannot walk without holding onto something. His muscle tone is clearly very low, which tells me you have not worked with him at all. Maybe this generation of parents don't believe in actively working with their children, or maybe it's just your take on parenting. But between his lack of communication and delay in physical skills, it is very concerning. He needs someone who will actually devote the time to work with him. My son is not delayed. And he does talk, Gale, but maybe consider the fact that he doesn't talk to you because you are a stranger who has forced her way into his life. This visit is over. Please leave my house. Excuse me, but this visit is not over. It has been only 1 hour, and I have 2 hours left. It is. Instead of interacting with grandson and working on this bond you so desperately wanted, you have used your time to insult my parenting and make false accusations on my son. You can leave now, or I can have the police remove you. The fact that you are so defensive tells me I've struck a chord, and you know I am right. Staying here so I can help with baby is what is in his best interest. For once, think about your child. What is best for my child is to not have to deal with toxic family members. I will not put him through this, especially not after losing his father. Get out of my house. Your threats will not help you. This will be brought to the judge's attention. Hello, ma'am. I received a call that you were denying court-ordered parenting time to a Gale blank. She has requested I talk to you as she waits in her vehicle as she feels threatened. Hi, officer. I'm sorry you have wasted your time, but she does not have court-ordered parenting time. She has a 3-hour visit once every other weekend as long as she is able to refrain from disparaging me in front of my son. Unfortunately, she did not refrain this weekend. She is also claiming you made threats to physically remove her and prevent her from ever seeing the child again, and that she is concerned about the child's safety. I made no threats, and my child is perfectly safe. I am more than willing to allow you to watch the footage I recorded of the visit if you would like. If you don't mind, I would like to view them to ensure the child is safe. Do you see now that I never threatened her or put my son at risk in any way? Yes, ma'am. I see that this is all just one big misunderstanding. I'm glad we could clear this up civilly. This isn't a misunderstanding. This is her way of trying to intimidate me into doing what she wants. You have no idea how manipulative she can be. Ma'am, she is just a sweet old lady. She probably thought that you calling the police was a threat to her. No, she didn't. She is trying to portray the sweet old lady act to build some case against me to take my baby. She literally said that much on the video. Okay, well, what would you like me to do? I can trespass her from your home so she can't come back. You can't press charges for filing a false report. No, ma'am, I do not believe it was a false report to her. I truly think she was threatened by your statements and worried about how that would affect her grandchild. Not that you did anything wrong, but I won't be pursuing charges for this. I am open to trespassing her. If she is harassing you this much, that could be useful in obtaining a restraining order. Okay, let's do that then. I don't know what else to do. I can't afford to go back home until I sell the house. I used all of our savings on my husband's funeral. Okay, I will head over there and take care of that for you. I recommend heading inside with your child so he does not have to witness any reaction to this that she may give. Thank you, officer. I will be reaching out in a few days to get the police report for this call. Well, now that you have falsely banned me from your house, where exactly do you plan on holding my visit this weekend? You do not get a visit this weekend. You get one everything other weekend. So you refuse me phone calls, kick me out of my 3-hour visit after 1 hour, and are moving away. You don't plan on following the court order whatsoever, do you? I have followed the order. You are the one who has broken it by disparaging me in front of my child. That is such an excuse. Expect paperwork in the mail soon, because I refuse to be kept from my grandson by the likes of you. By the likes of his mother. Okay, Gale, I will see you in court again. That is no issue. Don't be so cocky, little girl. You won't be happy when I'm granted unsupervised visits due to you impeding on my time.